Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're tackling something that is literally reshaping the internet right under our feet. You know that old game of keyword stuffing, cramming exact phrases into your website just to rank higher? Well, it's officially dead. We are diving deep into semantic SEO today, and honestly, by the end of this, you are going to look at search engines in a completely different way.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to imagine something for a second. Imagine Googling your own business right now. Or even better, imagine opening up ChatGPT or Perplexity and asking it to recommend a service provider in your specific niche. What happens? What does the AI actually say about your brand?
Well, for a shocking number of businesses, the answer is nothing. Zilch. You simply don't exist. We are seeing some brilliant companies out there, from local clinics doing literal life-changing work to eco-brands making genuinely sustainable products, and they've suddenly become completely invisible in this new AI search era. Because here's the harsh truth. If the AI doesn't understand your business, it just ignores you.
So how do we fix it? Here's our roadmap for today. 1. Why you are invisible. 2. Meet the smart librarian. 3. Entities, topics, and intent. 4. The 7-step optimization framework. 5. Real results and mistakes. And 6. Will you pass the test?
All right, Section 1. Why you are invisible.
So, the fundamental issue here is that search engines actually stopped matching exact literal keywords years ago. The engines evolved, but unfortunately, a lot of marketing strategies just didn't. To put that into perspective, think about the number 100 million. ChatGPT hit 100 million users in just 3 years, and that radically shifted consumer behavior. People stopped typing clunky, robotic keywords. Actually, scratch that. They didn't just stop. They completely changed how they communicate with the internet. Instead of typing best CRM healthcare, they started asking full contextual questions like, what's the best CRM for a small fertility clinic that needs HIPAA compliance? If your website is just built around isolated keywords, these AI answer engines will literally just bypass you to find content that actually answers the question.
Moving on to Section 2. Meet the smart librarian. Now, this is a brilliant analogy from our source material that really demystifies what semantic search actually is. Imagine 2 librarians. On one side, you have the old-school librarian. He's highly literal. You ask him for cheap running shoes, and he only brings you books containing that exact specific phrase. If there's a fantastic book that says affordable running sneakers, he completely ignores it. That was old-school search. On the other side, you've got the smart librarian. You walk up and say, hey, I need shoes that won't completely murder my feet during 12-hour hospital shifts. He doesn't demand exact keywords. He understands you're likely a nurse, you need comfort, and you probably need non-slip soles, right? So he brings you supportive nursing clogs. Semantic search is the smart librarian. It wants to know what you mean, not just what you type.
Which brings us to Section 3. Entities, topics, and intent.
To really master this, we need to decode the technical jargon behind how this smart librarian actually processes information. And it all starts with the entity. An entity is a concrete, unique thing that a system can recognize. It's not just a loose string of words. It's a specific noun or concept. We're talking about things like Nike, San Diego, IVF, your brand name, or even your lead doctor's name. Search engines take all these entities and build a gigantic, complex knowledge graph out of them. They want to know exactly who you are, what you do, and how you connect to other known entities. So the crucial point is how search engines connect all these dots, and they do it using 3 main pillars. First up, understanding intent. What is the searcher's true goal here? Are they looking to buy right now, or are they just doing research? Second, understanding context. Are they searching from a mobile phone in New York at 3 a.m.? That matters. And third, understanding relationships. How does your specific brand connect to the services you offer? When search engines grasp these 3 pillars, they can serve you up as the absolute perfect answer.
Let's get practical with Section 4, the 7-step optimization framework. All right, let's move from theory to action. This is a highly structured blueprint for optimizing literally any brand for the AI search era. Let's walk through the first 3 foundational steps. Step 1, define your core entity. You have to explicitly define exactly who you are, who you serve, and where you operate. Step 2, map those relationships out visually. And Step 3, create entity-rich content. This means instead of awkwardly keyword stuffing a page with medical marketing services, you write content that explicitly states you are a healthcare-focused IT solutions provider for specialty clinics. It is all about being highly specific.
And this brilliantly illustrates how mapping works. You put your brand right in the center and you branch out. Who is your audience? What are your services? Where are your locations? Why should they choose you? And how do you actually deliver? Giving search engines this crystal clear, indisputable picture of your business ecosystem makes it absolutely effortless for them to recommend you. Okay, let's see how this builds into the technical execution with our final 4 steps. Step 4 is structuring for extraction, basically writing clear definitions so the AI can pull facts out easily. Step 5 is implementing schema markup. Now, this is code that explicitly tells search engines what your entities are. It's a real game changer. Step 6 is building semantic internal links. So don't just say click here, say something like learn about our HIPAA compliance strategies. And finally, step 7 is creating topic clusters. This is where you organize your content around a central pillar to prove your absolute authority on a subject.
Section 5. Real results and mistakes.
Now, theory is great, but let's prove this framework actually yields results with some real-world case studies. To put this into perspective, think about a 280% increase. That is the massive jump in organic leads that an Austin fertility clinic actually experienced. Before they used Semantic SEO, they were practically invisible for non-brand queries. But after they cleaned up their entity profiles, implemented schema, and built topic clusters around IVF and local care, boom, their organic leads exploded and AI platforms started recommending them directly. And here's another incredible stat for you. 200%. An eco-fashion brand saw a 200% jump in organic traffic. How? Well, they stopped chasing generic, highly competitive keywords like eco-friendly fashion. Instead, they defined their entities around really specific sustainable materials, like organic cotton and industry certifications. By building real, undeniable authority around those specific topics, AI tools began naming them when users asked for certified sustainable clothing. It's a totally different ballgame.
Now, what's really interesting here is how easy it is to sabotage your own hard work with some common mistakes. Writing vague descriptions, that tells machines absolutely nothing. Skipping schema markup just because it feels too technical, you're leaving huge opportunities on the table. And please, for sure, avoid the outdated habit of publishing 15 thing pages that basically say the exact same thing just to target slight keyword variations. That might have worked in 2012, but today it just confuses the search engine and hurts your brand.
Finally, Section 6. Will you pass the test? It is time to challenge you to apply everything we've just covered. I really want to emphasize this core philosophy from our source material. Search engines are shifting toward understanding meaning and intent, not just keywords. Adapting to semantic search, it's no longer just an optional strategy. It is the baseline for survival on the internet today. If you aren't optimizing for meaning, I guarantee your competitors will become the go-to answers.
Which leaves us with a provocative final question. I call it the ChatGPT test. I want you to open up a new tab right now and ask an AI platform, what is my brand? Or name some providers in my niche in city. If you don't show up or if the description is entirely wrong, that is a glaring sign that your semantic SEO just isn't strong enough. So the real question is, are you ready to implement the 7-step framework and take your visibility back? Thanks for learning with me today on The Explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.